A government pathologist has begun collecting samples from the 11 bodies retrieved from the Tana River in Garissa County to assist with identification. More family members of missing Kenyans from different parts of the country continued to visit the Garissa morgue to identify the bodies, but none have been identified so far. DNA samples will be collected from the people who claim that their relatives went missing for tests to find out whether they match samples from bodies of the victims.
For the second day, relatives whose loved ones have been missing for months and years thronged the Garissa Referral Hospital mortuary in search of their kin. Tuesday, at least 11 families were in Garissa to identify recovered bodies that have been stored at the morgue after retrieval from the Tana River. Some of the families travelled all the way from Kajiado, Thika and Kiambu town.
Niko na matumaini kwa sababu lazima kuna kitu ilifanyika ndio akosekane. Siwezi kosa ati matumaini.
Yes, nimeona mtu mtol, nimeona mtu mtol tu, hiyo tu.
For some, their kin have been missing for over a year. They came here with the hope of at least finding the remains of their kin and at last get closure for months and years of suffering in the quest to trace their kin. As was the case with the group that visited the mortuary on Monday, none of these family members could identify the bodies.
Mi bado niko na matumaini nitampata akiwa mzima.
Sisi tunatafuta tu watu yetu, tupate watu yetu. Kama wako hai ama kama wamekufa, tupate. Ndio turidhike na serikali watusaidie kupata hao watu yetu.
Sasa hatujui kama amekufa, hatujui kama ako hai, hatujui kama amezikwa, hatujui kama atatokea. Sasa ukaangalia tu kila mtu kwa mwili, sasa tuende kuangalia kila mwili kila siku, kila mahali, kila station tumekosa.
A government pathologist has since started performing autopsies on the bodies. Samples from 3 bodies have since been collected and will be stored to match DNA samples from people who are visiting the morgue in search of their loved ones. This will only be done once samples from all the 11 bodies at the morgue have been collected.
We are interested very much to find a closure to this matter from the side of the family. We also would want to dig to find what happened to these people.
Bodies that are in a poor state because of decomposing will likely still be stored here until the identification exercise is complete. The bodies were collected from Tana River and there's every indication the victims were tortured and their bodies tied to heavy objects such as rocks and stones and thrown in the river. Nimro Tabu, Citizen TV.